Party?
What happened?
Hey, bro,
Why y'all being so nice?
come on, let's go.
As a matter of fact,
Tell some motherfucking scary stories. Who the fuck is that?
who that?
You're all gonna die. Hold on for the ride, baby, because we're definitely gonna have some fun.
Welcome to Braincell Suicide Cinema. I'm Cerebral Paul. In my life, I've seen many films that should have been left on the cutting room floor, the building with the room demolished, and paved over with a parking lot, or at least come with a traumatic brain injury warning. So I've decided it's my civic and social responsibility to educate others and to save them from having the pain and agony of being exposed to what can only be classified as hazardous material. Most reviews use either numbers or a star-based system where higher amount means the better. Not here. No, sir. I'm going to warn you how many brain cells you're risking should you decide to search out the subject of this review. So, one dead brain cell is high praise from me, and that says a lot. 5 dead brain cells is at the risk of uncontrolled light switch, which I am not responsible for should you choose to search these out. So grab some popcorn and some ice cold Coke, sit back and enjoy Cerebral Paul's Brain Cell Suicide Cinema. Today, I bring you this little gem that I found on Amazon. Proof that every Harry, Dick, and Ox with an iPhone 4 thinks they can be a movie maker. I give you Party Day Massacre stories. And after you listen to this, you may want to massacre some party members yourself. It was written and directed by Ox Johnson, if that's his real name, and something tells me it's not. It sounds more like his porn name. It was produced by Ox 412 Films, so he wrote it, directed it, produced it, and according to IMDb, he even appears in it, though it's not credited with anything, so I don't know which person in the film he actually is. It was made with a budget of over $3,000. Now, I think about $2,900 of that was too much. And once you see it, you'll absolutely understand why. Here's the plot as provided by the movie makers. 2 young wild girls decide to throw a party and invite their male friends over. After partying and having a good time, the 2 girls and all their friends decide to tell 5 crazy slasher stories that are just too crazy to be true. After they are done telling their stories, the party turns into a real Party Day Massacre. Oh, man, it was painful. Let me just tell you that. As I was watching this gruesome movie, and not gruesome in a good way like you would think a horror movie should be, just gruesome, or just bad, I was thinking that the movies I saw at night on Cinemax in the 80s were much better than this and had way better acting. We used to call it Skinemax, that stuff that you would get after about 11 o'clock or so. If these actors, just imagine me doing air quotes every time I say actors here, had lines longer than 5 words, they had trouble saying them. I'm not kidding here, people. I'm seriously. All of the actors, air quotes again, and with the exception of 2 of the females, have no other IMDb entries, and the 2 that do those films, well, you won't find them on Netflix. Pornhub, possibly, but not Netflix. From the start, I knew I was in danger. And all of the scenes shot in the room where the stories were being told, They had a smoke detector with a dying or dead battery, and it was chirping about every 3 minutes. I'm not kidding. Every time they cut to this room, chirp, chirp, chirp for the entire movie. It was loud. It wasn't a quiet chirp. There's no way when they were making this film, they didn't notice it, which I just don't understand. But yeah, it really pulled you out of the moment. Not there was a moment you wanted to be into. I think maybe it was just to wake me up. I don't know, but they left it. For many of the scenes, I'm pretty sure that the microphone itself was trying to escape the movie because it was either in the next room or the next house over at the least. I'm not sure, but all I know is you could tell that the microphone was nowhere near the actors. I'm thinking actually the way this film was shot that it was an iPhone set up on a tripod and they were just using the microphone on the phone. At least that's seriously what it seemed like. By the way, this film was released in 2018. Okay. This does not have a 2018 look, feel, or otherwise to it. But wait, there's more. The men all wore wigs, except one who had a hat on the whole time. I'm not kidding. These wigs were bad, okay? We're talking when Jordan Peele would purposely wear a bad-looking wig on Key and Peele. I mean, it looked like a rat sitting on a head. I figured it was because the men in the movie, they wanted to hide their identity so nobody would recognize them at their day job as a pizza delivery boy. My bet is the women were told that this would be their big break and their chance to get into Hollywood. Yeah, with this, that ain't going to happen. In fact, Hollywood may not even allow them in the state, okay? To top it all off, and this is a nitpicky thing, but Ox Johnson, the writer, director, producer, whatever else he did, chose to use digital blood instead of practical effects. I, in general, don't have a problem with digital blood, but if you're going to use it, realize that if you make what appears to be a lot of blood, it should be on something after said blood scene. The actors, the stabber, the stabbee, the walls, the furniture, something. Not just disappear, which also drove me nuts in a certain version of Die Hard, Live Free and Die Hard, which only had the digital blood added later, which was such a bad choice for such a okay movie. But yeah, not cool. Looking at the reviews on Amazon, I pretty much figured that the writer, director, producer, star, whatever, and his family and his friends and all the cast members are the only ones that gave it a good review. One of the reviews says it's a comedy. Yeah, this movie was not intentionally funny. It was, no, if it was funny, it was funny in an awkward way. Cringy funny. Not even, they weren't trying to be funny. They were trying to do a serious horror movie. Totally respect that. Here's my thing. If you're going to be and I understand he's a first-time movie maker, supposedly, at least under that name. I'm thinking, given all the people that were in the movie, that he may have a background in, again, the Pornhub type stuff, which I don't have a problem with that either, but attention to detail, baby. Little things. I mean, the chirp, outrageous, okay? As soon as you heard that the first time, you find that smoke detector, you rip it off the wall, period. The blood thing was probably a budget thing, but still, this movie all in all turned out bad. By the way, when I saw it, it was free to view on not Netflix. Oh, they would never, on Amazon Prime, which I honestly believe that Amazon will pretty much put anything up, at least initially, so you can watch it. Now it costs like $4 or $5 to rent it, to watch it. If you're a glutton for punishment, hey, go for it. But you might mark it and see if it ever shows up on Prime again and you can watch it for free if you really want to. It's a risk you're going to take, though. I'm telling you right now. Don't expect anything good. Don't think that I'm exaggerating, because I'm not. Yeah, after watching this film, it took me about 3 hours to recover, to stop drooling and twitching. Then I heard there's rumors out there, and some sites say they made a sequel to this film. Just thinking that makes the twitch come back. I'm not kidding. That Every time I think that, I can feel my brain cells threatening to like commit Harry Carey up there. It's bad. I was going to search it out and try to watch it if it was readily available. It's not. I can't find it. Doesn't mean it's not out there somewhere, but unless it's free on a streaming service and I have nothing else to do, yeah, I'm gonna let it go. With that, using my rating system of one dead brain cell being good, 5 dead brain cells being go jump off a cliff, we are definitely at the 5 dead brain cell range. There's Cerebral Paul's review of Party Day Massacre stories. Well, that's going to do it for now. If you found this video entertaining, please like it, share it, and if you want to make sure you don't miss any future videos or streams on this channel, please subscribe. If there's a movie you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy, but you think would be worthy of showing at Brain Dead Cinema, let me know in the comments below or at my Twitter account at CerebralPaul1. Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your busy lives to support my efforts to entertain. Now I need to go recover after watching this feature. God.